Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be in your part of the woods. Um, what I want to talk about today is a couple things. Um, Number one, I want to remind you guys that I promised you a long time ago that I would give you some footage, some video about boots on the ground in the Philippines. I put out a number of videos lately, basketball, shopping in what they call the palinques, uh, the places where you go and buy your food, vegetables, fish, chicken. Um, and if you've watched them, did you notice how friendly the people are? Did you notice how the people mingle? If you watch the basketball videos, you'll see all of those people from babies to grandparents all gathered together, and there's no metal detectors, there's no police, there's nothing. There's just a lot of people having a lot of fun watching the kids in organized basketball. And mind you, in the Philippines, basketball is serious business. It's like I noticed in the South in the US, football, basketball, sports is serious in the southern states for high school, elementary kids. Sports is serious. Here, basketball is serious. The other thing that was so spectacular that I thought was the motocross racing. Man, you got to see these guys for yourself. You got to see them build these bikes from pieces out their scrapyard. And a lot of those bikes you will see out there on that motocross videos, those guys have put those bikes together themselves, tuned them, rebuilt the motors, everything from scrap. Okay? I showed you videos about the places to buy food. Man, it's incredible. I mean, you go right from the farm slaughtering the animal, the ocean catching the fish, to chopping it up right there in front of you, taking a piece of it home to cook and eat. Giant tunas, you can buy all kind of parts of the tuna to cook and eat. You know, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because, man, listen, if you don't have no money, if you got a little bit of money, if you just want to live a good, quiet life, rest your mind, don't worry about nothing, man, come here. You can eat good, you can extend your life. The weather is hot every day. Now I'm noticing the weather's hot in the daytime. At nighttime, it appears to be cold to me, but it's like 70 degrees. Uh, I never thought I would consider 70 degrees as being cold. But yeah, it's like 70 at nighttime, 77. And that's kind of chilly, you know. But like I said, once you get here, this heat does a lot of good things for you. Okay, the food, you gotta come and see how this food is processed, how this food goes right from being slaughtered to on the counter in what they call a palinque, the market, to purchase fish, fresh fish, all kind of ocean fish. Excuse my yawning because this is the afternoon time. When I say the afternoon time, it's got to be like 12 or 1 o'clock. And I had to put this video out because I've been meaning to do it for a while. And 12 or 1 o'clock is usually my nap time. So please excuse me. Listen, I wish you guys would subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Okay. So beyond the fact that you got fresh food, you got all kind of activities. I'm going to show you some more activities. I showed you the basketball, the motocross. There's a lot of more activities, okay, that goes on here in the Philippines. Bro, I'm showing you activities that's occurring in the province. The province is like urban. I mean, it's like living in the country. That's the province. I haven't showed you anything like in the cities, the big cities. I'm gonna take off and start showing you some stuff in the big cities, but I want to cover these grounds in the province first because I want you to be aware of the province because the province is gonna be more economical. If you're on a low budget, you're gonna definitely want to find you a province to stake your claim in, okay? Because it's going to be the most economical place you're going to find in the Philippines, okay? That's going to be in the province. So I'm going to keep hitting you with these lifestyle in the province so that you can get a full array of what goes on here. Again, excuse me. And listen to this. Here's the thing. When you get here, whether it's the province, the city, or whatever, I saw a guy that I admire a lot, Calvin Roach, on Sunshine Shoulders. He did a video in regards to poverty in the Philippines. Poverty in the Philippines, I want you to understand this. It's not a calamity that has befallen a certain person or a certain group of people. Poverty in the Philippines is a way of life. So, what does that mean? That means when you see the poverty and you see the conditions, understand that it's been going on for centuries. Also understand that each person that you see in a impoverished state, someone is responsible for them. The one who created them. He's responsible for them. What's your responsibility to them? Your responsibility to them is simple. If there's some immediate thing you can do to assist them, do it. Something you can say to change their condition at the time, do it. And if it's neither of the case, say a prayer. Do something in your heart to wish them what you would consider a better condition or a better living environment. Okay? But one thing I want you to understand is when you come to the Philippines, mind your business. Stay in your lane. There's no way under God's great earth that you can solve the poverty problem in the Philippines. And I should correct myself when I say the poverty problem. It's not a poverty problem. It's the way of life. And as a foreigner, we may look at it as being impoverished. Okay? But it's a way of life for a group of people that has very limited resources. And if you choose to help them, you should help them. If you can give them something, give them something. But I do not suggest that you go about the Philippines trying to uplift the whole of humanity in the Philippines. Because God has been in charge of the Philippines since he's created it. And I suggest you leave his work up to him. You handle yours. What's yours? If you can hand somebody something, give somebody something, do something for somebody at the moment, do it. Do it. Like Calvin says, it's not a day goes by that he don't help somebody. But what I want to tell you is, don't you get depressed. Don't you get downhearted. Don't you become a person who is ready to give up your existence in the Philippines because the lifestyle of some Filipinos. Okay? Don't you do that, because then you're not minding your own business. And then you're trying to take on something that you can't handle. That's God's responsibility, not yours. Not yours. So number one, mind your business. Number two, if you can help somebody every day. And that should be whether you're in the US, UK, France, Italy, Spain, or the Philippines. That is still incumbent upon you. But what is not incumbent upon you is to try to change the lifestyle of Filipinos. Come to the Philippines. Enjoy the Philippines. Enjoy what you see, how you live, and what it has to offer you. Okay? That being said, again, I need you guys to subscribe. I need you to give me some comments. Tell me what it is you want to hear about. I got some new topics coming up, some things that is going to be crucial to the person that's trying to come to the Philippines and stay here, trying to retire here, trying to invest here. For the person who comes here, maybe you see poverty in Philippines and you don't want to come to the Philippines and live, but you want to help the people. There are some things that you can do, not living in the Philippines, maybe just being transient to the Philippines, that you can do that would perhaps make you feel accomplished in helping the impoverished people in the Philippines. There's a lot of things you can do. Okay? So I'm going to touch on some of those things, all right, for those who want to help the people who have less than desirable living conditions. I want to touch upon some things to show you how to get here to the province, how to set up home, how to shop, how to get your food, how to exist, how to live a carefree life every day. And last but not least, I want to show the Muslims that here in the Philippines, the depth of Islam is more than you've ever seen, I guarantee you. It's more than you've ever seen. And the thing about it is, it's practiced and is lived on a daily basis. Those of you who are Muslim, I'm going to show you some things that are incredible. Okay? That are really incredible. I'm going to show you some things that's going to perhaps increase your iman. And I'm going to show you some things that's going to make you feel like your iman needs to be increased. And what can you do to increase it to the level of these people here in the Philippines? There's a lot of hidden treasures in the Philippines. A lot. Okay? And I guarantee you that anything that you're looking for, whatever it is, you can Get it till your heart's content here in the Philippines. And the last thing I'm going to touch on is that if you come into the Philippines, come to the Philippines legit. When I say legit, hey, don't come to the Philippines thinking that you go sell weed, you go sell crack. I'm gonna be the one to introduce crack to the Philippines. I'm gonna be a billionaire. Don't come to the Philippines with that type of mentality. Don't come to the Philippines as if you're gonna do some shady business. You're gonna do some things that's not ethically right. Why am I telling you this? Everything in the Philippines moves slow. You notice today I'm tired, I'm sleepy because today this is my nap hour. This is the hour in which I usually go to sleep. Most people they do. This time stores close. People take a nap. Seriously, man. You'll go in the town, stores will be closed. They say open in an hour, open in 2 hours. Why am I telling you this? Because let's say you're in the U.S. You go out, you sell crack, you sell cocaine, you sell weed. You get busted, you go to jail, you get a bond. By nightfall, maybe you're out on the street, right? Hey, man, listen. In the Philippines, everything moves slow. Nobody's in a hurry. You go to jail for doing something wrong. Nobody's going to be in a hurry. Nothing's going to get processed overnight to get your ass out of jail. Nope, it don't happen like that. Okay? You come here, you want to do some foolishness, bro, I'm going to tell you, leave it behind. Don't bring it here. Don't bring it here. Because they're not going to say, oh, this is an American. Just kick his butt out, send him back to the U.S. No. Bro, you're going to sit in jail. And you might sit in jail for years before anybody even talk to you about what you're in jail for. Okay? I'm telling you, that's how it works here. Okay? Even if you got some connections, if you got somebody that can pull some strings for you, bro, if you done something wrong, especially drugs, man, these people hate drugs like black people used to hate gays. Remember the time? I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was young, man, you couldn't talk about no gay in a positive sense. Even if you had relatives or something that was gay, nobody even spoke on it. They didn't say nothing about it. It was swept under the rug. It was quiet. You had an auntie that dressed like a man. Did nobody say nothing? One way or the other. Okay? And that's the same way it's going to happen here. These people, when you come here talking about drugs, these people don't like it. And what's going to happen? When you get arrested, ain't nobody going to be talking about it. Ain't nobody going to be trying to do nothing for you to help you. Why? Because they don't like drugs. They don't like it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's dope here. Shabu, they call it shabu. Mainly comes from the Chinese people and the Korean people. And they bring it in, make big profits off of it. But the Filipinos who use it, get caught using it, oh, bro, they pay a hefty price. They can pay it with their life, bro. Just read some of the news clippings about the former President Duterte. He didn't tolerate no drug use. Bro, whatever you do, don't come to the Philippines using drugs. Don't come to the Philippines with no drugs. Don't come here looking for no drugs. Because if you do, bro, the outcome can be horrendous. It could be something that you really and truly could have never imagined. When some people say, well, I ruined my life. I messed up my life. Well, you come here messing with some drugs. That's what's going to happen. They going to mess up your life. Okay? That's for doggone sure. Because they don't play it. They don't play it, bro. They don't like it. And people will tell on you. If your neighbor, you think your neighbor's the taxi cab driver, the Uber driver, the tricycle driver, the motorcycle driver, man, they smell you smoking weed. They know you trying to get some shabu or you trying to get some drug. You trying to do something illegal. Man, they will tell on you, man. They will tell on you. And since we talking about telling on people, if you come here, let's say you come here, you meet a girl, you get a taxi cab, you get the taxi cab driver's number. He's your driver all the time you're here, right? He meets the girl that you're with, et cetera, et cetera. You come back again, but this time you're meeting a different girl. Well, trust me, that taxi cab driver, that tricycle driver, he knows you. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to talk right over you. He's going to say, hey, I know this guy. Last year, he came here. He was with a girl named such and such and such and such. You better watch him. He might be trying to play you. Filipinos will tell on you, man. They ain't got no problem with it. They'll tell on you. They'll sit right in your face and speak Bisaya, Tagalog, Maguindanao. They'll speak right over you to the person you're with, and they'll tell on you. And they don't care. Okay? Some of them will tell on you in English right to your face. I want you to be aware of that. I'm trying to give you an instance as to how it is that if you do something wrong or you're doing something wrong and you're a foreigner, bro, the odds is against you, especially drugs. And I want to emphasize that because I don't want you to take no chances in thinking that because you're a weed head and you go into a third world country, that you can come here and puff up put your weed in your case and come here and puff up the hotel people smell your weed, the tricycle people smell they'll call the police on you. Bro, you gonna go to jail. Okay? Don't fool around with no drugs in the Philippines. I advise you, if you just got to have drugs, don't come here. Don't come here. Because you going to get busted. And God forbid you come here trying to set up shop. You going to get busted. And you going to go to jail for a long time before you even talk about what you done and how much time you going to spend in jail. You're going to spend years before they even talk to you. Because everything in the Philippines moves slow, bro. Ain't nobody in no hurry to do nothing. Okay, listen. I need you guys to subscribe. Okay? I want you to understand that it's economically feasible for you to come here, set up shop, live in the province, have a nice life. God willing, next month, I'm going to show you how on a little bit of money you live every day and you hit the road and you travel, you visit, you see stuff, you eat good food, you do some marvelous things that you possibly never would have dreamed that you would have been doing. Okay? Listen, I'm going to end this video and I want you to take two things from this. One, I got some new videos coming to give you some education on how to make it here in the province first. Okay? How to make it in the province. And two, I want you to put in your notes that when you get to the Philippines, your main thing that you keep on the front of your mind is to mind your own business. And in minding your own business, the state of affairs that another person is in only affects you as far as what you can do for them in the moment that you're with them. Okay? Not that you're trying to do some life-changing techniques or life-changing investments for someone that you meet. Okay? Again, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and leave me your thoughts. Appreciate you. Take care.